Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on today's morning hype session with Mr.Stacks. Running a little late today. Right now, market just barely open. It's 8:31 on August 3rd. And you already know what time it is, y'all. Look at these stocks that we're watching today. You already know which ones we got on the list. We have Xela Technologies, support.com we still have up here, NAOV, Nano Vibronics, and then we're also looking at Nokia now. Market just took off, as you can see, first bars of the day. We got some red, got some green. I'm not sure which way we're going to go with it yet, so we're kind of still waiting to see exactly how we're going to start our morning off here. Support.com, as you can see, we're starting to come down, testing some of these lower levels. I'm still holding my position in this one here. Let's see how the morning plays out. Hopefully we can hold above $7, or I may start to consider pulling my position here. Xela Technologies, though, man, look at this one, man. This one's already breaking out through the $3 mark. I've been seeing it kind of hovering around this area for the last couple of days. Right now we're above the 21-day moving average, pushing above $3 now. So hitting a high of 313 right now as we speak. And let's hope to see if we can keep this momentum coming in on the upside here. I kind of wanted to put this video out as the market was playing, just to kind of see y'all's thoughts as to what do you think these stocks are going to do today. I know as we're looking at NAOV, this one's kind of going towards the downside. I'm still holding my position in this one also as we wait to see how this one plays out here too. But looking on the daily, yeah, we're showing some red here, but we're still on an uptrend. As you can see, we're still holding certain levels here. We haven't come all the way down, so I'm still holding my position as well on this one. We have no main focus today. There's a few call outs that I was just wanting to provide. Looking at here on the scanner, we have some of them already taken off here in the green. Nothing real big. I know MINM, there was something published on them this morning, but as it looks like the stock already came back down, so I'll have to just keep my eyes open on here just to see what we see actually start moving here as we make it through this open and bell hour. Seeing a lot of downward pressure on some of our stocks here, but that's not scaring me out of my position. This is just how it works sometimes here in the morning. A lot of times we got to wait for some of these prices to come down a bit before we actually want to jump on board. Xela Technologies, for those of y'all that haven't already took a position here, I would probably wait for it to come back down, test that $3 mark, and on the 5 minute as we start to push back up, that's probably when I would buy in here. We're still seeing some downward pressure here, but I really feel we're going to hold around this level and continue to move up higher. Not sure if that'll happen today, but I do know they have earnings coming out. I believe it's on the 10th. Checking that out today on the 10th before the market. Xela Technologies will be releasing their earnings for the last 3 months, and we're hoping to get some good news. As you can see here, since June we've been just pushing up, y'all. We've hit a high of $5 here. We've been holding levels ever since. We haven't come back down, testing these lows at all. And we're, moving our price up. We're starting to value this stock. It was a little more than where we were last quarter. And a lot of people are holding their positions now. And I really feel like we got places to go here. Xela Technologies this week as we start to build up a little bit more of that momentum on the upside. We're just hoping to see how high we can really take this stock today. Let's check out the 30-minute here. But 30 minutes, you can see for the last couple of days, we've been pushing up, y'all. So this is starting to form another healthy looking chart again. But right now, let's see if we can hold above this $3 mark. I hate for it to come back down through the VWAP. So just kind of to see how this plays out here. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be kind of putting most of my attention towards today. I might start maybe checking in on a couple of these others we see moving around. Let me go ahead and see what's moving in the market on top of these other ones. We have WHLM starting to get a little push here. What is that? Wilhelmina? I don't know how you say it. But this stock here looks to be giving a little bit of some gains. So the daily looks like we just gapped up here on the daily, as you can see. Has a high of 1421. So we're already almost at 800% of our daily volume, which is a lot of volume coming in on this stock. Let's see what we have published on this one here today. After a Form 4 filing from the company show 10% shareholder retail e-commerce ventures purchased 237 shares. Wow. Excuse me. Whew. But yeah, there's one of them that's on here, OTLK. But yeah, some of these other ones just some small movements, nothing too crazy yet. It's just the start of the day, so nothing's really pushed up yet. We're still looking to break out. Xela's kind of playing around on the VWAP. But yeah, so I'm not sure as far as y'all's thoughts of where we're going to be taking these stocks. Hopefully this week. If not this week, I know Xela sure will be hitting these highs soon. Hoping their earnings will give some good news and push this price back up here. I mean, we got to break through 337, 340 or so in order for us to move up higher. We'll probably be seeing a lot of selling going on, a lot of traffic in this range here. As you can see, this is another resistance and support level, but since we're not pushing under it, this is going to be a resistance level, and we're going to need something to push us through this if we're going to start to see these higher levels. Right now, we're only at 6% of our daily volume. Not a lot of volume, but as you know, yesterday we did move up a little bit too, but we ended up coming back down. So doesn't necessarily need a huge amount of volume to move the price a little, but it is needed though to push it up if we're looking to see those higher gains. But this is where I'm going to be, focusing for the day. I'm still looking to see if we have any other plays here. As of right now, I'm not really seeing anything else that's interesting me. Just playing with some of these other stocks that I've took positions in the past. But yeah, Nokia, nothing really on Nokia, but Xela's starting to push though, y'all. Check it out, 317 now. Again, we're looking for that 340, see where we can take this stock. In AOV, we're starting to recover a little here, how it looks. Still no conviction if we're going to be moving up any higher today. Our volume is pretty low also, 8% of our daily average. And yeah, we're hoping to see a better kick up on this stock here. We're holding it for a few days now. Volume starting to die down. I'm still holding my position, I'm still in at a good number. I mean, I don't want to hold it forever. I don't want to start getting impatient, but I'm hoping we can start to see these higher levels soon. I do have a channel or trend line drawn in this channel, but as long as we can stay within this channel, we're still looking pretty healthy here, as you can see. So these are my indicators that I'm going to be following and watching as we play along. Today may not be the day for NAOV. Looks like we have more attention focused on Xela today, but we're still needing some volume coming in. SPRT also, they're holding around $7 or so, but yeah, we're starting to give some of these gains back, and I hate when that happens. A lot of times I should be taking profits, as I say, but we get a little FOMO, greedy, I don't know what you want to call it, and we end up holding these positions sometimes longer than we should. We couldn't always take these profits and just buy back in, write it back up, but you don't want to miss out. I know a lot of times you think it's going to keep going, and it's usually when it makes a turnaround there. But yeah, I'm really excited for Xela today. This is really what I wanted to talk about. Also, just showing y'all how we're playing out through the morning here on some of these other stocks as to how the market's looking all together. But Xela, we're starting to see higher numbers already. Hopefully, we can continue this push. But I just kind of wanted to touch base this morning and kind of update y'all on what's been going on throughout the morning. And we'll see where we can close the day today as we start to trade on some of these stocks. But right now, a lot of green in the market. Most of a lot of red actually. But we still got some green, not some real big gains. Not yet. It's still early though. A lot of these stocks can take a turn real quick here and just start moving the other direction. But I'm definitely going to keep y'all posted. I know Exela Technologies is one of y'all's favorites as far as y'all viewing the footage that I post. We're seeing a lot of views on these stocks here in AOV also. And for those of y'all that are still riding the wave, we're still holding it down. I know we're starting to see some of these come down a little lower, but we're looking to hit these levels here and probably bounce back up here. So we're holding it. We fall below $2 or so, maybe I'll see as far as what I may do. Nah, I'm probably just gonna hold it down, y'all. I'm not gonna let these price movements scare me out of my position. I really think we're gonna be moving up here soon. I just don't know when. But I'll let y'all know, see exactly how some of these stocks play out here today. But for those of y'all, any feedback is welcome. Please post below in the comments. Appreciate everybody that has provided a little bit of comments there. And I'll try to keep y'all updated as to my analysis or my opinions on some of the discussions we have and some of these stocks that we're showing. If there's anything y'all would like to talk about also or see on these stocks, please let me know. Put it in the comments below. Let me just try to chime in on some of these other ones we were looking at here also. I do know we had somebody that was talking about golf. And as you can see here, we're breaking through levels this morning. So 25 cents, I mentioned yesterday we have to break through this level and hold in order for us to continue to move higher, as you can see on the daily. This is a real cheap penny stock, 25 cents a share. For those of y'all that are interested in trading these penny stocks, these ones are breaking out as we speak. Another one that was mentioned was Insav. Oops. But as you can see, as I called it, Insav was going to take a breather today. We came back down to 9 cents as I called it. 9 cents I would think would be a support level here. And if we can hold right here, this would probably be a good buy point. Try to buy in and ride it back up to 15 cents or so. It's hard to really say if we're going to continue to move up. We may come back down and test some of these lower levels. I'm not real familiar on these penny stocks. Reason I don't really gamble too much with these here. But there was a nice sell-off this morning, as you can see. Yeah. We've been pushing up here for the last few days. We've already tripled in value, from $6, 4 cents or so, I'm sorry. But yeah, and we're still pushing down, as you can see. So Insav, I would have to wait on this one, but golf I really feel like still a buy here. If you're trying to see those higher highs, it's a good opportunity to buy in if you're not already in this one. But we got to close above. Only at 60% of the volume today. Instead, we're at 90%. This one's showing a lot of volume, but it's more on the downside today. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Just trying to chime in on some of these other ones that y'all were mentioning in the comments. But let me know if there's anything else I can point out here or I can help with. Give a little bit more insight on. But we'll be posting later this afternoon. We'll see exactly what direction we moved on some of these other stocks that we're following, and see if we can find any other good trades for y'all as far as moving into tomorrow and the rest of the week here. But I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning, even though we were a little late. Hopefully y'all got something out of the morning hype session with the market opening on this footage here and seeing exactly how some of these stocks are playing out this morning. But I'll touch base with y'all again this afternoon, and we'll catch up then, y'all. Appreciate it. Peace.